morning and welcome to Mrs. Achari's Kindergarten Cabin. Today is the first day of our series of math lessons for the week, and today's lesson and the rest of the week will be focusing on the standard K.OA. K.OA is a kindergarten standard that says we will understand addition as putting together and adding to, and understand subtraction as taking apart and taking from. The work we will be doing most of this week will be in addition. So today we have a very special job to do. Today what I'm going to be teaching you is that in order to do all of this work at home, we need to make ourselves a math toolbox. So I am going to be teaching you today how to put together your own little math toolbox for home. So as you can see, Mrs. Achari has made her own math toolbox. I'm going to show you what is in it and show you how to make your own. So this says my math toolbox. And my toolbox is just an old shoebox that I found in the closet that I thought would work well. So if you have any type of box or basket at home that you can put all of your stuff in, that would be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to begin by showing you the materials list. These are the things that you will need inside your math toolbox. The very first, it says materials for toolbox. Number one, you need paper. And this is paper of any kind. I will show you what type of paper I put in my math toolbox. I just have some plain white paper, some paper with lines, a couple of pieces of colored paper, and I even found a notebook which would work too. It has all kinds of paper in it. So you can choose what type of paper you want to have in your math toolbox. It really doesn't matter what kind of paper it is. It's whatever you have at home, and it doesn't have to be any type of special paper, just whatever your little heart desires. Okay. The next item in our toolbox is going to be pencils, markers, or crayons. We need to have something to write with. So in my toolbox, I have made a little baggie with a couple of pencils and a couple of markers. I might add on to it later if I decide I want something new, but for now this is what I have and I can write with all of these things. So just whatever you have at home that you want to put in there is up to you. The next thing is a number bond. I will be teaching you how to make that pretty soon. And the other thing is an addition sentence. I will be making that with you pretty soon. And the last thing is manipulatives or objects. When we're in the classroom, we're able to use little connecting cubes or two-sided counters or bears. But now that we're at home and we're trying to find things at home, we need to see what we have available to us there. So I went around my house today and I found some things that I could use as math manipulatives to practice addition. I filled up a baggie full of 10 plastic horses. So if you have any like little animals or little toys at home that you can put into a baggie, that would be one thing to go in your toolbox. I found 10 Hot Wheels cars. So I put those in a baggie, and I'm just using 10 because then I know I will have enough and it will help us with some later math work that will be coming in the future. Okay, also I picked out 10 Q-tips, just little things from around the house, 10 little pebbles. It's kind of cold when I went out to pick those up. And I found 10 Legos. And something we have used in the classroom, 10 pennies. So when you're making your math toolbox, you can put whatever objects that you feel would make math and learning addition fun for you. So it's kind of like you're playing with your toys, but you're learning at the same time. So whatever little things that you want, you decide. Okay, so the next thing on the list that we talked about was a number bond. So I'm going to grab one of my blank pieces of paper from my math toolbox. Ooh, I'm already using something from my math toolbox. Pretty cool. And I'm going to show you how to draw a number bond. This is super simple, and you can easily do it at home with anything, a pencil, a marker, a crayon, whatever you would like to use. I'm going to use just a plain marker. Okay, so when you're drawing a number bond, you will be drawing 3 circles and 2 lines. That's all, okay? So first you're going to start with 1 circle on the bottom, and then another circle right next to it. And you want to try to make them the same size if you can. Oh, my circle didn't connect. Just got to fix that up a little. So there's my first 2 circles, and then I'm going to have a circle up at the top. So you should have 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. After after you have drawn your circles, that's when your lines are going to come in. You want to connect your circles with some lines. Okay, so now you have 3 circles that are connected with 2 lines, and this is called a number bond. We are going to be using this to learn addition, so you will need to have this in your toolbox. I have all the faith that all of you can make this, because I know that you guys can all draw circles. So we will be needing this number bond in our math box. So I have my number bond done. I'm going to put it in my math toolbox. And the next thing is the addition sentence. Okay, so this is something else, another tool we will need to help us learn addition. So I'm going to teach you today how to make yourself an addition sentence, and I'm going to use one of my little pink pieces of paper. We've used addition sentences in the classroom already, so this should not be new to you, but making one of your own, it should be pretty easy for you. So you're going to have, remember, an addition sentence is and is So I'm saying like numbers like 2 and 5 is 7. Or we could say 2 plus 5 equals 7. So we're going to be making an addition sentence, and it's going to look like this. This is where your first number goes. So it's just a straight line. A plus sign. This is our addition sign. Remember, when we see that, that means we're putting things together. And then we're going to make another line next to it. So you should have line plus line and then an equal sign. Remember, an equal sign is 2 straight lines. Okay, and then you'll have another blank line. And this is an addition sentence. Okay, so we could easily put numbers in here like 2 plus 5 equals 7. Okay, so these lines are where we'll be putting our numbers that we're working with in. But right now you don't have to put anything in it. All I want you to have is a blank addition sentence to put in your math toolbox. Okay? All right, so let's just review what we learned today. What we learned today is that in order to be successful at home with our addition and our subtraction, we're going to need to make ourselves a math toolbox. Okay? And in that math toolbox, these are the things that you will want to have. Paper of any kind, pencils, markers, or crayons, a number bond, an addition sentence, and manipulatives, or what we like to call them is just little objects that we can use to do addition and subtraction. Okay, so I hope you have a great time making your math toolbox today, and I look forward to teaching you your very first lesson tomorrow on addition, where you can use all of the things in your toolbox. Have a wonderful day.